So I'm just done with my Monster VO2 or more anaerobic session on the bike. I do quite a few of them at the moment. Since Boston, you didn't hear a lot from my side. Last week was George at Melrose. While I was quiet, I needed to figure out what was going on in my body, because obviously in Boston some things went terribly wrong. I felt really bad. Why I had absolutely nothing to give in Boston in either of the two races, the 5K and the mile. Flew back to Switzerland, did a blood work first. There we saw that I apparently had a viral infection going on in my body, but I never had any signs or I never felt sick. So that was a bit weird. I just was tired, recovered really badly. Also my trainings in Boston were not really good. High lactate, a lot higher than in Dahlstrom, even though we were at sea level, and just not recovering well. Therefore, the races also turned out pretty bad. That was the aim for the first week. I just took a very much of a down week. I ran 80k this week, took a few days off. So that problem was solved after a week, but obviously the Achilles I was carrying since mid-December. I struggled quite a lot with that. So first of all, to sort out the Achilles, top priority at the moment is to get the tendon stronger and the calf. Therefore, loading program has main priority. I structure everything around that. For therapy, I do shockwave therapy twice a week. I'll have 3 sessions left and then I'll let it settle for a little bit. Yeah, just go for massages regularly, deep massages. And obviously I see Martin at Funktionate in Zurich for the good cracks and alignments. Go to Funktionate if you're in Zurich. And I had several appointments with different people in the last 2 weeks. It seems like that I have no bigger thing going on there. I don't have a Haglund, this sort of extra bone growing, or have calcifications in the tendon, which is really bad for the healing. It's just definitely inflammation going on right at the insertion of the Achilles tendon. Therefore, all I can do now is a big loading program daily. So I'm daily 1 to 1.5 hours in the gym, loading my calf and Achilles tendon. I'll show you the exercises, a few clips, what I'm doing. Or I reckon a few of you Achilles problems sound familiar and you also struggle with them. Check out the exercise that I'm doing. Let me know if they help for you. If you have any further question, let me know in the comments, or send me Instagram DM, whatever. Maybe I can help you with some things. Welcome to the calf loading. This really helps me to get rid of the pain. I have most of my pain in the insertion, not on the Achilles itself. Therefore, first stage is are the isometric exercises. I do them since November, and now I'm gradually increasing with eccentric and also a few jumps, more later. So this is the isometric one. I usually start with this one. I'm doing it at the Smith machine with 80 kilo. I do 4 each leg for 45 seconds, just holding. That helps me with the pain management and warming up. So I'm just trying to hold this 90-degree angle here. Push a little bit up, holding the position, so no movement, just holding it. So next one is also isometric, but with bent knees. This is more the soleus muscle. So if you have the straight leg, your whole calf muscle, also the gastrocnemius, this part is working. Where if you have bent knees and you sit, it's more for soleus. So still here, same each side, 45 seconds, 4 times holding. I just take the weight out, push up and hold it. Because of the bar, it's easier to do it with both legs. And you should really feel the soleus. This needs to get fatigued. We're done with the first 2 isometric ones, and now the next one is to strengthen the soleus muscle, and that should help protect the tendon. I do 4 sets of 10 repetitions. So it's actually exactly the same as before. I take it out, but instead of just holding, I go very slowly. I go down in like 5-6 seconds, down, full range of motion, up in 1 second. Exercise number 4, eccentric, single leg with a straight leg. That's to strengthen the muscle and tendon, and is also giving you some more range of motion. So 4 sets again, each leg 10 reps, same 5 seconds down, and then with both up, 1 second. 5 seconds down, single leg, straight, and with both legs up. last part is jumping. That's the most advanced. I do 3 sets of 10, but very, very relaxed. I have the shakes from loading. So far the progress is going really well with the Achilles. I'd almost say I'm completely pain-free running if I do it once a day. When I do the calf loading on top of the 1 running session a day, it's too much to go for a second run that day. Stress on my calf and tendon, and I prioritize the loading program over a second run. And I try to keep this for 3 weeks, I'd say. Gradually increase the double running days and reducing the bike. So the training overall is now, I run around 120k a week with single run in the mornings or session. I do the same threshold type intervals as I always do. I'm not double thresholding running, so I do threshold in the morning and then I do a bike session in the evening, which is sometimes threshold and sometimes, as it is today, almost full sending, because I feel like I need to a little bit raise my ceiling, so increase the VO2 max at the moment. In order to run faster, I need to get a higher VO2 at the moment, and this is what we're trying to build with more intensity on the bike, which is also less of a risk than when you do it with running 200k a week. On the bike, I do things like 10 by 3 minutes at threshold, or 12 by 3 minutes at threshold, or 90 seconds on, 30 seconds off. For the more intense VO2 stuff, I now did 6 by 3 minutes off 2 minutes recovery. That's what you would see in the video. Before yesterday I did 4 by 4 minutes, but same effort. Yeah, they're quite fun because on the bike, because you have less mechanical load, it allows you to really push and dig deep, where in running I always have to be a bit careful. Yeah, it's easy to overcook it if you full send it in a running session with getting injured also, and also the general recovery time is just so much longer. Therefore I quite enjoy the new challenge I now have with mixing it up in training with the bike, and I'm looking forward how I can build fitness for the upcoming months.